Sri Guru Datta, Sri Guru Deva Datta.
Okay, we will start. Namaskar, everyone. We had a small technical problem, so I hope everyone is fine and welcome to our collective meditation today. We are holding the last string from the caravan. So just to share about.
Sri Guru Deva Datta.
I was sorry, we had some sound also who came. So just to share for those who are coming for the first time how we will proceed today for our collective meditation. So what we will do is for around 45 to 50 minutes we will meditate collectively, and at the same time in low tone we will play a divine name of Sri Gurudev Datta. So for those who are familiar with meditation, you can just close your eyes and you can do your own meditation, and you can listen to the divine chant that we will play in background. For those who are more familiar with chanting, that is a ancient technique from India. It is repeating a divine name or a mantra in the mind. So you can do the same. You can close your eyes. You can repeat the name mantra, or for some of you maybe Guru mantra in the mind. And at the same time you can listen to the divine name that we will play in the background. But for those who want to try to repeat, you can try as well. For those who are new to meditation or new to chanting, what you can do, you can just close your eyes, try to relax, try to empty your mind, and just try to go inward and focus on your own breath. So try to listen to your own breath and slowly try to become one with it by just listening to the breath. And at the same time, listen to the divine chant that we play in the background. Try to breathe slowly. For those who are doing it, try to breathe slower and slower. Usually our breath pace may be fast, but if I try to reduce slower at the pace where we feel comfortable and we feel we are experiencing some calmness. And at the same time, those who are focusing on the breath, you can try to repeat in mind also, just to see. But if you feel you cannot, just focus on your breath and listen to the divine name. Why also we play this divine name is because in today's time the negativity in the environment is very high. Some of you may be experiencing it even today. Today is full moon, so I don't know if some of you are experiencing an increase in negative vibration or restlessness. And this divine name of Sri Gurudev Datta, it helps to actually protect from departed ancestors. So when we repeat or we listen to a divine name, it also creates a protective shield around us and also give momentum to them in the afterlife. So dear seeker, also just before we start, I will ask you to do a small exercise. I will ask you to close eyes and contemplate deeper inside what you feel by mind, whether you are feeling calm, stress, by mind and by feelings. So whether there are many thoughts, few thoughts. And then you will do the same exercise in the end. I will ask you, when we end the meditation, I will ask you to remain with closed eyes and again contemplate deeper inside how you feel and compare with beginning, just to get an understanding how by mind we feel from inside. Because most of the time what happens now, we keep running from one activity to another activity, so we are not able to understand the state of our mind or what actually is happening deeper inside us. So dear seeker, what you can do now, you can close your eyes, you can try to relax. First of all, you can focus on the breath or chant and just try to see what you feel deeper inside you by mind, by feelings. We will do that for 30 seconds and then we will start the collective meditations.
Sri Gurudeva Datta, 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 Sri Guru.
Dear seekers, you can remain with closed eyes. For those who came in beginning, and you can compare how you feel deeper inside. For those who came in between, you can just contemplate deeper inside how you feel now by mind, by feelings. If you have less thoughts, more thoughts. If you can remember how was your state of mind before the beginning, and you can compare and you can write how you feel. All of you can write on the chat how you feel or any experience, or if you have any questions about spirituality, you can ask also. You can do like that for the next 30 seconds, and after you can open your eyes. So, dear seeker, just before I take some of you or add some questions also and some comment, the Sadguru Cyriaque Wednesday also, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday we will have the collective chanting meditations. And next Sunday, the Sunday coming on 2nd May, we have our series of question answers, and the topic will be how to improve your self-esteem, because sometimes some experience now low self-esteem due to some different situations that we live. So there is some tips as well as some spiritual perspective and tools also that we can overcome and actually improve our self-esteem and become more confident and more happy in different situations and interactions. So we share topic, and after you can ask your questions or obstacles in this topic. And if you want to share to someone whom you feel may be interested about this topic, about how to improve self-esteem, you can please forward to your friends, relatives, or in some group also. It is also one way to help us and support us, or of course collective meditation also. So I think Simran, you wrote that you are feeling very calm now. Earlier you had many thoughts and was feeling a bit stressed, and you want to share these days you're feeling much more closer to God than I used to feel earlier. That it is very nice, Simran. So maybe you must be doing some effort now in some directions. So just to continue and try to see how to continue, because of course as more we experience closer to God, more calmness or even bliss we experience. From Swati, you said, nowadays I'm feeling cold for a second and current like, as is the question, you said, nowadays I'm feeling cold for a second and current like things I'm experiencing after while chanting. So if I understand, Swati, do you mean you are experiencing coolness and some current like, means some electricity from currents? So just to understand if you can rephrase what exactly you are experiencing, and by mind also how you feel. Actually, we are parked on the side of the road, so you must be hearing sometime car and trucks passing, so apologize. From Richard Price, you feel I felt my head is clear now. From Jonathan, before I was feeling a lot of worry and restlessness and still feel shaken, but much better overall. It is, remember, it is full moon today. I'm feeling so calm and blissful now. That is from Purnima. From Sarika Nikam, Namaskar, I felt calm when see that sunlight on your forehead, lot of bliss. And we have left the window open, that's what. From Radha Raman, you felt calm and healing happened. From Alexander, you are feeling calm and peaceful. From Yogamaya Dasi, at the start of chanting, I had many thoughts. Halfway through, the thought reduced and I started to enjoy the chanting more. From Aji, I am had increased spiritual emotion and felt comparatively less thoughts. From Tom Rock, you say a bit tense today in head but calm. You had less thought, actually positive experience and sense of goodness towards end of the chanting. From Parisa, you are feeling calmness. From Yasmina, less restlessness after chanting. From Grishma, you said, this is the first time I'm attending a group meditations. I joined in late. I had too many thoughts running, but feel peaceful. That's good, Grishma, that you are feeling, even though many thoughts are there, but you are feeling peaceful. Try to see now how you can practice during daytime, also during random activity. So I don't know if you heard about chanting, but if you come, because I explained in beginning now of the session how to proceed. Is there some do meditations, some practice a whole technique from India, repeating a divine name or mantra in the mind. We'll paste also in the chat a link about chanting so you can be more familiar. And if you have questions, don't hesitate also. From David Emerson, you are feeling calmer and less physical tiredness. From me here, you feel a bit more calmer but having some trouble with breathing since I started chanting. At that time when you feel trouble, when you feel difficulty in breathing, just because when you start the chanting, you can do the niyas at the level of the heart chakra. It is not the heart, it is 1 centimeter above plexus. Or you can use box healing remedy also at the level of the heart chakra. From Jagan, feeling better than previous sessions, there is initiation of awakening spiritual emotion. That's nice also, Jagan. From Guido, help developing skills in worldly life for my spiritual development. So that's a good, it's a question you are asking. Actually, Guido, is good to develop qualities. But see, often what happens, When we don't have a quality, we have on the other side defect. So, and when we have a quality, that means the defect is not there on the other side. So first, instead of starting to build qualities, we should start to overcome defect. That is the first stage. Let's say if I have anger and I want to develop calmness. So it will be difficult now if I try to develop the quality of calmness, but I still have anger. It will be very hard. But if I try to overcome anger, then after that when anger become less, then it's become easier to develop the quality of calmness. So like that it is. So usually we try to move too fast, no? But actually what happens, we make a lot of effort but we don't succeed. So whether it is in worldly life as well as spirituality, we should go step by step. There's no shortcut. So try to first overcome defect and then develop the quality. At the higher stage now, when we practice spirituality, or when we also in our level of different meeting online, first we focus on overcoming defect or personality, and then there is some steps how to inculcate qualities. From Swati, you share again, you said, I'm feeling cold for a second when I'm chanting and also experience current like things after feeling cold. But you are experiencing peace and calmness. That is important, see, because what happens now? Sometimes divine energy is there. So sometimes it can be feeling of heat, or sometimes it can be coolness. And current like sometimes see when there is positive energy now flowing around our body, either it is through Kundalini or sometimes because there is maybe covering around us. So when positivity is there, it can sometimes give a feeling of positivity that we cannot tolerate. But ultimately, after you feeling calm, that is important. If it will be the other way around, that means you experience that, but you are feeling fearful and negative, and that can be due to distress. So sometimes the physical experience, but what counts more to understand, it's actually how we feel deeper inside by mind, and it will define whether it is actually from positive or it is negative. You just understand, because we always feel something is positive, but actually positive and negative can create heat and coolness. But what we feel in mind is more important. I will be sure not to be wrong. So dear seeker, just it is nice that you are joining to our collective meditations, and maybe don't hesitate to ask questions, to continue to read our website, and maybe see you tomorrow again. Namaskar to everyone.